Hold up. Right, good. You won.
I won.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Right, well, you are playing Michelle Landa, and she is sitting there with her daughter. She's the grey-haired one.
It's the mum.
Yeah, the mum, yeah. Yeah, she's been waiting ages, so she'll be really pleased to see you.
Okay, how many
5 points.
5 games?
How many?
How many games? Is that all the way until you lose?
Yes, until you lose. As soon as you lose, that's This one, sorry. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
But she didn't say she it was glad. She's, that was a bit mean.
Right. See you. Is what, sorry?
Is there somebody missing from social media?
Nobody else has. All right. I don't know where they've gone. Unless people have gone for a bite to eat. Well, that's possible. It's that time of day. But there's 2 social players there. And there's 2 social players after them. So the first 4 of the table are social players. Oh no, sorry, yeah, there's Social Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are playing. Everyone is playing.
Okay.
Right, I haven't been able to play it, but it's Johannes in the advance.
Sorry?
Johannes.
Johannes what?
Is he in the advance of the monsters? If he is, he'll be on the list there.
Johannes was in Vaughan, correct?
Yeah.
He should have been here ages ago, and because he didn't turn up, he didn't respond to any calls, he was knocked out. And Laura's available enough if you want.
So I should inform them upstairs that he hadn't turned up for another program.
If you explain to them, yeah.
Because he told him of that tournament.
He's on in what tournament?
Well, I'm in a 1.4 tournament, but I don't know what tournament.
Oh, well, I think he must have gone.
Who's the Peter?
Yeah. So they're waiting for him. He's gone. He didn't turn up here, so I guess he's not in the building.
What did he not turn up for though?
This event, the Abbey Cup,
Did he turn up late or something? Or did he not just turn up?
he hasn't turned up. Whether he turns up late or not, I don't know. But he's
Right,
out of the Abbey Cup.
that's enough information. Thank you.
Any more updates for me?
No.
Okay.
Right. Oh, okay. So just everyone. Here, Roger and Cassie. Who won that? Good. So, what did you play? All right. Should we bring? Yeah. Peter. Johannes. Margaret.
Yeah, I heard John Houghton looking for him. Asking me if I'd seen him. Sorry, no. So, I think so. I mean, you might have
So that's the size pool in the
yeah, the box, the main advance yesterday. Not the advance.
right.
Laura's just got me looking to, well, it's sort of a challenge.
So it's all going reasonably smoothly.
Well, it looks absolutely quite relaxed down here compared to bedlam upstairs.
I tell you, it's psychological. Your normal honesty to go through
Right, I must go back upstairs. Unless there's something else.
very nice. You're playing on a price?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Who won?
I did.
So Chris Humble will be playing the winner of Stuart Stone and Cynthia Roberts.
Well,
Hopefully, Right in the far corner. Both of them with horizontal striped shirt.
Okay.
And I think they've only just 20 minutes or so to play.
Right, oh, I've got to look at right question. So where are we in the, how many rounds is this?
Come around here. From a timing. You're leading the field as far as you and John Hall. So there'll be no finger wagging at you.
We get a little bit of leeway. Yeah. Well, I'm coming on quite lucky, because I had a 5 call.
So in fact, you and Mrs. Harper.
I thought, because I've really got to win this one, I'm in the next 4.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be first. I'm really enjoying the tournament. Yeah, it's really good. I'm a player.
So where are you from?
Newcastle. And
So you know Martin?
yeah, I've only really this year started to play. I mean, I've been to plenty of years and I like to go like the ones. This year I've been mostly
Okay, question. Has my opponent started?
Has your opponent?
Started. The match.
No. So you could play your upstairs match.
Right. I can't play anybody, so I'm going to take one for us or continue playing for us.
We'll go for that.
Right. Thanks.
John Hall.
social skills. I'm not sure. I think he's, I don't know him very well, but borderline autistic. He's also
well, that's kind of curious because it really is around 4.
well, that's very strange. Well, I've only played it once, and it was intended. But no, thank you very much for
It's lovely, isn't it?
yeah, it's the best one I've been to. And obviously not too expensive.
Yes, I have to say I am here as the hired hand.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I live locally.
Okay.
Peter Bennett and Laura.
The organizer, yeah. So you're not on the board of these things.
Two I won. Sorry? I'm sure I heard you both say I won.
No, Joe said Joe won.
Oh, Joe won. Yeah, that's right. I put it in properly.
Okay, thanks.
Cheers. Yeah, hi.
I think I'm going to see what in the advanced third round.
In the Abbey Cup. Right, Sue. Alright. You are waiting for the winner of Claremont Girl and Jerry White. Yeah. Yeah.
I recall when
Right.
Tell him well done.
I don't like to be
I just weighted dice, tactics, 17 smoke breaks, I tell you, it's just kicking me under the table, everything. Tell me what I did.
So, have you played him or are you looking for something?
I just won, and then of course my new one
So you just won?
against you.
Oh, hang
Because
on.
I have a pie, I have a pie, I have a pie.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at this one.
Ah! Probably better than I passed. Yeah, no, this is yesterday.
Oh, that's done to
This is
me.
yesterday.
So you were playing Stuart then?
I think I fit him.
So you have just beaten Stuart?
Yes.
Okay. So So you were looking to play Chris Humble.
This is the guy there.
With the green
Yeah,
chair.
yeah, yeah.
Hi. All right. Adam Sinclair just beat Darren Woodcock.
Yeah, still in, yeah. I'm holding the sheet, so nobody else can get to find out where I am and who I am. Oh, I know that bloody.
This was, is this in the...
This is the main.
Right, okay, right, okay. You just say so.
You obviously rolled the dice yourself. Well, you got your name. First person wants to start again.
Right, got it. Darren wants help. I hear what you say. So just a second.
That was good. Yeah, it was. Like, yeah. But it's all in the dice.
Alan, you were playing young lad.
You have to.
Yes, yes. He's making his noise.
Yeah.
I know who I'm playing, I'm playing Luton.
Yeah,
Looks like I can't let you know.
okay. Yeah, that's fair. Right, now she's here. So, Andy, go.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, sorry,
I think it goes back to
What match are they playing?
you're playing on stage.
Yeah.
So, you will be playing.
I know. Steve wasn't playing last
For the second
Yeah, it's very serious. No, I play.
Alright, so Adam wanted to say
Hi.
Hi. Alexander.
Darta.
Alex? It's Alex and Darta.
Yes.
You won.
Yes. Thank you.
Almost there. I'm done. I've got it.
Happy and Red.
Right, just a second.
I won.
You won.
I did.
Yeah, why not? No. You won't be that one. I'll in the grand scheme of things, this round is sort of behind, but nothing All right.
You're welcome. All the best.
Cheers.
Right, good afternoon everyone. We got the final of Undefeated bracket between James Newman playing with blue checkers and Steve Bibby playing with white checkers. As you can see, they have a very useful app on the side for the score and time. It displays everything tidy. During the match, I'll try to comment on their moves and take the match forward for you. The final, the loser of this game will have to play another match in the fighters bracket, and subject to the fact that he's going to win it, then he has to play the winner of this match twice to win the UK Open Masters division. Going back to the game, seems to be a fairly simple game so far. So 5-4. He's not going to move from the back because he's behind in the pip count. So that was a good move by Steve. James rolled 5-4. I think he just has to slot the 4-point. Yep. Seems reasonable. Now he's waiting for a shot. I think that's double ace. He certainly needs to hit, I guess, Steve, because he decides not to. I would have hit because I was behind in the pip. And now James rolled a super joker. So I think he has to come down from the midpoint with 3. Yeah, that looks like a very good move. He's got full control, a lot of combinations to make more points in his own homeboard. 2-1. I think now probably Steve is regretting why he didn't hit him. I can't see that roll. Maybe it's double 4 again. That's 5 and probably a 4. Yeah, that looked reasonable. Both of the players have been fighting so hard. Steve just came back from a 10-0 match and beat Simon Bargett 11-10. So it was a very breathtaking fight. Now Steve, after getting a shot, seems to be in a good position. James is going to leave another blood, probably under 3 points. He doesn't have any other choice. And maybe Steve can start thinking about cubing here. So he hits the man and he moves 1 forward, and now we can think about cubing. Three 6, so it just jumps out. It's a bit away from cubing. I don't think there's any cube action here. Double 5. I would just make the 3 from the midpoint, because there is not any other move. I wouldn't be worried about that single blot on the 10 point. I think he has to make the 3 points. He's thinking of playing safe, taking both of them from 18 to midpoint, and then bring one man down and then play safe, which might be reasonable. It's worthwhile to have a look at the other play as well, but I would have played like this. 3-1. He obviously hits and cover. That was a very good roll for James. I think he's less concerned now. Steve fans. That's not a good fan there. Now James can potentially pick up a second man. He rolls a tremendous double 4. I think this is obvious, so you just have to carry on with that checker. Yep. And now if he fans, James can cube, because he can easily lose his market after rolling ace. He's in a strong position. He's got attackers. He is ahead. I would have cubed this for sure, because rolling an ace is equal to loss of your market. He decided not to cube. Steve fans again. This is again a tremendous cube. I don't know why he doesn't cube this. So he decides not to cube again. Double 2. I think he has to move from 16 point to midpoint, and there is no other option. He can't afford to lose the 8 point at the moment, so you just have to play both of them safe from 16 points. I wouldn't leave a shot there myself. That seemed a bit ambitious. So is that 6? I don't know what the dice combination is. It was 6-3. Yep. 3 and 3. That's a standard. Very good move. What a turnaround. So that's too good to double. I think Steve has to roll. This is just too easy to pass, so he's just gonna roll, I guess. Come on, Steve, you know it's too good. He knows it's too good. He rolls, he covers with the 4, and he comes out with the 6. And it's a straightforward match from now on. He doesn't want to leave double ace for sure, so he just has to. No, don't do that. You don't need to be there. Just come down with the 15. You certainly shouldn't leave double ace here for your opponent. Yeah, that's a good move. A lot of combinations to re-hit. That's 3-2. That's a very good move. Brings more attackers to the field. And from now on, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to pause the commentary for a second. Because I'm just running this as a test, I just don't want it to have any lag. If you spot a lag and you're watching it at home, please do comment in the chat lobby of the channel. I keep monitoring that, because if streaming slows down the frames of the images, then we probably have to avoid it. Thanks, Gammon GT. Still seems a bit shaky on my system. Maybe my guest Wi-Fi is a bit weak. But anyways, let's going back to commentary. Steve seems to. I think he can still going for Gammon. 4-1. Do that. It's quite likely that Zeus wins a G. Oh, not after that roll. Double 5. That's gonna save some gammons for James Newman. So 2 4-2 now, 4-3. So let's see if either needs a double or ace combination. Oh, he did it! He got gammoned. He rolled an ace combination. So Steve wins 2 points. Yep. Those of you that are not familiar with the BG Body app, I don't know what they're looking for, so I'm just gonna quickly go to their room to see what their problem is. Okay, seems okay. They picked the dice. Okay, I stick to the other room. I've left these gentlemen in another room. It's an isolated, separate room, so they don't hear anything from anybody else. During the tournament, we made a lot of effort to improve the streaming. I myself bought a lot of equipment for this. The tournament directors Raj and Peter made a lot of effort to facilitate this tournament. The venue is a magnificent venue. Pictures will come out on the UK BGF website, and then you can see them all later. So Steve opens with double 2, comes forward because he wants to run away. Seems reasonable. 2 ace. Maybe he could have slot the 5 point, but he played it so fast. Steve is in a good position. He's got a 3-point board. 5-4. So I think you just do that. 6-4. I would slot the bar, and I would slot the 9 points. That's a bit too big. That wasn't the right move because he would have struggled to cover it.
I'm just involved in the Abbey.
I'm sure she should have played his 6-4 2 men down from the midpoint, but he didn't. I think James has missed it. Is that a double 5 or a 5-4? Looks like a 5-4 to me. Yeah, that's a good move. Now Steve has to step up. That's a must, and he has to come down with 2. Now, had he played 2 men down from the bar, it would have been much easier game for Steve. He would have been in the position to throw the cube, but he decided to. I wouldn't even hit there. I don't think you earn much by hitting there, so he just has to safety that checker. That's okay. I didn't really agree with what Steve decided to do there. So that's 1. Comes down with 2. And yeah, do that. Looks fine. He doesn't need to step up because he's behind in the pip can now. Now here is interesting. I think he has to hit him and go on the ace. Yep. There's no other move. There goes 1, so that's a good return. Has to hit. Very good move, very good roll. Now James has to enter with 3 because he doesn't want to be stuck in the back. It's pretty obvious, so that's to come with a 3, and then maybe ace goes there. Yeah. 6-4. Again, you just have to run from the back. So I think that's 21. Goes all the way down. For sure. Steve shouldn't hit here. He's got a nice structure, a broken prime, but seems to be developing fast. A 4-3. He has to step up. He has to run away from there because he wants to get Steve's checkers involved outside. He doesn't want him to make the bar or attack him. So he just has to go with that all the way. Correct move. He missed 6-2. So that's quite tricky for Steve. Again, I would just make the bar. I know it looks big and silly, but it's just such a nice structure. Anything rather than that is just, yeah, you have to make the bar. He might miss it, and then cube comes in. This is certainly right, and the only correct move. Now he's thinking, if I get hit, how I'm gonna land my checkers on a 1-point home board. So that's the thing, you always try the correct move, and then you overthink, and then you make the wrong move. Yeah, so when they go on a break, I'm gonna go back to, I just got a comment from someone saying the iPad is a bit blurry. I'm going to, when they go on a break, I'm gonna go and correct it, but because the iPad is a bit big, I'll sort it out as soon as they go on a break. Apologies for that. Going back to the game, he made the right move and got hit by double 3, and now I think it's a bit far from doubling. So what did he roll? 4-1. He just has to go to 20 points, and just does that. There's still no double.
Where's the streaming room? Where Steve's playing?
In the other room.
How do you get to it?
Why?
Where Steve Bibby's playing his match now.
Yeah, but no one can go there.
Oh, you can't go into it?
No. You can watch it on the screen.
Oh, no, I just wanted to
Yeah, sorry.
ask him something.
They have to be isolated. It's 4-2. What did he roll? Double 4. I missed the original position, so I don't know what Steve is doing, but I'm sure whatever he's doing might be right. Let's go back to the original position. I think that's that, and then hit. I'm not sure he wants to get hit behind a 5-point prime. Plus, it's difficult to cover that, so I don't entirely think this is the correct move. So this is a very tough move. I think I just go all with the 4 backmen in. It looks ugly, but what else? He's got a 5. That's again. If I were Steve, I would have been very concerned about getting hit behind a 5-point prime, and which is not likely to be crunched because of the spares James has on his prime. I would just play it safe and hope for the best. Hi, SJ Wood from Denmark. I'm RF Alipur, commentating on this match. I was desperate to find a co-commentator, but a lot of players are busy. The final will be commentated by myself and Raj Jansari. The application for the score is called BG Body. It gives the option for disabled people to generate dice, and it also reads the dice and talks to players. It's a very smart app. You can find it on Google Play and Apple Store if you want. I think the price of it is £5 sterling. And that's it. I highly recommend you to download this. It's a great way of scoring the match, keep everything tidy. So we got 6-5. I don't think he has much choice. So he has to come out with 6. And I would probably go in with the 5. Oh, okay. That's... yeah. Looks reasonable. 5-3. It misses the shot. It's a very bad roll for Steve. Now I think this is just a cube, easy cube, whatever Steve does. So this is certainly a double, and probably a pass. This is way behind in the pip count. There are a lot of threats. Gammons are there. I think this is a standard pass. Steve didn't like to see the cube, but here we go. Okay, Steve passed. Looked like a correct pass. So going back to the game, 4-2, make the 4 obvious move. Thanks SJ Wood. I wish I had Falafel by my side, or even Carter. The quality of my commentating is nowhere near them, so I apologize for that. We got 2 ace.
What you round 3, but you'll be the last match that started round 3. Yes. Yeah. But what I was going to say was, I don't know whether you need another break, but if you can make it really, really quick. Yeah, stop wasting your time doing it. Yeah, that's it.
6-3. That was a good move. I don't think there was anything else. 6-3. Forgive me for being silent time to time, because I'm just checking the streaming quality on my phone as well. Trying to spot any possible lag. Again, if you spot any bad quality streaming, please feel free to comment and let me know, and I do whatever I can to improve it. Because I'm sharing a connection between 2 laptops at the moment. It seems to be a bit playing up. Here we go. So we got 6-1 for James. Maybe that was right. He's gonna 5-3. He's gonna do that. 3-2. So he has to land with the 2. I would just step up to 20 points, because I might get a shot after Steve rolls the dice. Three, 2. Now Steve has to hit on the 5 point and cover it. That looks reasonable. I don't think he should be afraid. Looks like a really good move. No, that just avoids. It's just he's never gonna cube this anymore if he does that. He has to hit and cover on the 5 point for sure. I didn't do that. James rolled double 3. So it's just gonna do that. Now let's see what Steve's gonna do. 5-4, so he's facing a much worse situation. Gonna clear that. Yep. Well, 1.
I thought I was a bit more ahead than I was, but yeah. Yeah. I lost finally without much surprise.
Now this was in the main group, wasn't
No, it's the fighters.
it? Sorry, what I mean is it's not the Abbey Cup.
No.
5-2. 12 down to the.
Darren, it was Reeked. Is that the name? Reeked is revenge. Yeah, no, I know. There's one guy here, I think 3 times this weekend, so I was thinking I was going to beat you, but I knew I was lucky yesterday.
You got right year in everything.
Actually, I'm going to ask you
Okay, it seems they've gone on a break. I'm just going to quickly go back to their room and correct the iPad.
You're playing the winner of Gary Jones and Donna Sheriff. You've been playing for quite some time.
All right. That was.
What I have to do is create a PDF and send it to the hotel to print out. So I'm going to use an iPad. So, can I do that?
I don't know how you're going to print it out.
No, I can send it to the hotel and they'll print it out for me. I have a system. That's mine. Yeah, okay, just in case. Yeah, no, you're
Abbey Cup. Yeah, just a little bit. You're playing for
I know, but the leader on another side, sort of,
No, it's just